Okay. Okay, guys, now we are in live, okay? Please click in the bottom got it in our screen, okay? And go to the topic number 2. What was the last news you heard of? So, Isabel, please go ahead.
Okay, let me think. Um, well, I think the last news that I heard is not a good one, but it's happened since last year about the wars and the conflict that we are seeing, about conflict between two countries and some speeches, something like that. But another one I really don't remember. But the last news that I heard is about that, about this conflict and that situation.
Okay, and how about you, Bianca?
Well, I live alone, so I listen a lot podcasts. I keep listening podcasts all day. And the last news that I saw, it was about there was a funny one. Biden called Putin as a son of the beach, son of beach. I don't know how can I say that, but he xingou Putin. This was funny to me. Another one which was about the diplomatic crisis between Brazil and Israel, and about deep faking the elections too. The perigo, the warning of deep fakings during the elections. If deep fakes can change the way of elections in Brazil or other countries. It was these ones, I think.
Okay, and how about you, Leandro?
So about me, I think that's the same as Isabel told before. It's about war, conflict about two countries like Israel, Palestine, or Russia and Ukraine. So I think it's the more visible news in the world about this conflict. So uh, and you can say the interesting thing that about diplomacy. About this government another country. So it's so crazy for me because I don't remember when I was a children, for example, or teenager. There are a lot of wars, conflicts in the world. So it's very how can I say um, sad and dangerous. I think. So um, let me see. Besides this thing, I think that that's about artificial intelligence. Because I see this conflict, and I see that technology it's evolve are improving about this developer. So it's so dangerous because and on one hand you see the technology advance more a lot. So on the other hand, you see the conflict about around the world. So it's so dangerous, because I think that you can link it one thing about to another thing. So if you see these two things, is um, so dangerous. I think it's so sad and dangerous at the same time. So is that. And about you, Cynthia?
I will say something. Um, I will say something with no proud, but nowadays I am living in a bubble because I am studying a lot of things, and I have no time to nowadays to saw the news. I think it's really important to saw about something. Okay, but nowadays I don't see anything about anything, guys. I am living in a bubble, like I said. Sometimes I saw something about the wars, in the social medias, but I don't read a lot of, so I don't know about anything. And that's it. That's it. Like I said, with no proud, okay? Okay, guys. So let's go to the next topic, topic number 3. How do you keep yourself up to date with the news? TV, podcast, Instagram, YouTube. So, Isabel, please.
Well, in my case, I usually listen podcasts and watch uh, videos on YouTube. But for example, it's not like a program like news. For example, a person showing in front of a camera some news about today or yesterday. It's more like a videos that the people are argue about some topic, and then someone told a news, for example, someone told something that happened in this week, but it's not the main topic, for example, about the podcast or YouTube, but is in this kind of programs or how can I say that, ways. It's kind of ways that I'm trying to be more update about what is happening. But I usually listen more, as I said before, topics about something general, and then the people told the news, but it's not the main topic. And what about you, Leandro? What do you think about that?
So actually, I don't remember the last time that I see TV to receive some information like news, So actually, I really hear a lot about podcasts, for example, YouTube and new news portal news, So like um, there are a lot websites that I can see the news, So for me, it's more practical. Use computer or mobile to so to be updated about the news in the world and about my country, for example. So is that for me, and about the topic is it's to, how can I say, it's many different topics. I'm as Isabel told before, I don't keep my attention about one topic. It's a lot of topics in the world and in the country. So is that? And about you, Yanka?
Well, I get my updates from Instagram sometimes, YouTube too, but mainly podcasts. As I said, I'm trying to train my listening. So I remove all the podcasts in Portuguese from Spotify and I just follow the podcasts in English. I'm trying actually. So I am listening NPR. It's a good one, a really good one. It's a left side of the North American politics. So I really enjoy CNN too. I think this too is the BBC too. I try to listen to in Portuguese, Café da Manhã or O Assunto and things like that. And in YouTube, there are the Daily Show. I think they are connected to the Comedy Center. So they pass the news with comedy, and I really enjoy comedy. And these two things combined, comedy and news, to me, it's really nice. So I really enjoy to watch this channel, The Daily Show. And the topics, it's mainly about politics, because I really enjoy politics, economy too. I really like to listen to things like things related to this. And I don't know. And about, it isn't news, but I like to listen to podcasts about psychology, So I try to listen this kind of topics nowadays. And you, Cynthia, do you get some update?
So, well, like I said, I am not reading anything in any place, sometimes in social media, but not even in social media, I am not getting it to enter, it's hard to that I can enter even not even in social media. So, like I said, it's horrible to say this, but I am living in a bubble right now, studying other things, and I I know nothing about nothing, guys. Really, really, really. So, okay, so let's go to the next topic number 4. Are there specific topics you are more interested in when consuming news? Please, Leandro.
So it's interesting because the last question I might answer this question. So so crazy. So, but if I think better, maybe technology, I some I think I consume more news about that, and it's interesting because I really like psychology at the same time. It's like as I can say before, so it's interesting because I can use this thing in my company, for example. I actually I don't work with only computers, machine. I can lead another people in my company, for example. So sometimes, so it's more hard lead with people that computer. Computer, so how can I say, logical. When you have a conversation with people, lead with people in a company, it's so illogical. So it's really hard to understand to make methods um, to have a good environment in your company, for example. Sometimes, because there are persons that are more difficult to lead, so and others it's more easy. So I think it's important. Maybe I think that everyone maybe needs know a little bit about psychology in your life. It's really interesting. So, and about you, Isabel?
Well, for example, as I said before, the podcast that I listen, they usually choose a topic that are more, how can I say, atemporal. And then sometimes they told something that is new, for example. And those topics that I like to listen. Sometimes it's more about, for example, moral debates about something. I don't know, some situation that we trying to understand what is right and wrong, and then the people are arguing with that. And let me see one more else. Sometimes these topics are about politics too, but I think the most topics that I like to listen is more, as I said before, atemporal, and then sometimes they told something news. And sometimes too, I like to listen just to have fun. For example, some react on YouTube. For example, something happened in Instagram about something that is funny or a trend, and then the people are reacting and make laugh about that. Sometimes I like to see that just for fun, but about trying to keep update about these topics, I choose to listen that podcast that I said before about some temporal topic, and then sometimes a new too. And I think, Bianca, what do you think about this question? I don't know. I think you are answered that before, or no?
Yeah, I can't answer this before,
Okay, sorry.
but it's okay. It's my round now.
Okay.
Well, as I said, most part of is politics, economy. I am studying South Africa now, so I'm trying to listen more news about South Africa and unemployment in there. And I like very much comedy, so I'm listening to a podcast of made it by Josh Johnson. It's a podcast about things that happen in his life, and he's a comedian. I don't know how can I say that. And it's silly things, it's just silly things, but it's just to have fun sometimes. But I think it's just that politics, economy, and comedy. It's resume who I am, I think.
Okay, guys. So, okay, about me, when I look for something to see, like in YouTube, something like this. As I was saying to Yanka, nowadays I am studying tarot cards, so I need to study a lot of physics, quantics, and psychology, you know. So when I need to study something like this on YouTube or something like this is the topics that I am looking for at the moment, you know. Okay, guys, so let's go to the next topic, okay? Topic number 5. Do you have a group or a family or friends on your WhatsApp who usually share the news? This is a polemic topic because I think uh, we always have a family group, and this is a little bit chaotic, you know, chaotic. So okay, I will pass the ball to Leandro, please.
So I have a group of family. So actually, when I wake up, it's only good morning, family, good morning. There are pictures, there are animations, so so I think it's common to see in a group of family. Everyone, I don't know, maybe you all have this kind of group. So yeah, of course, I have another about my friends. So sometimes we put some news, about um, conflicts like Russia, Ukraine, and Palestine and Israel. So it's interesting because actually in my company there are sometimes that when I haven't not so much to do in this time, we stop that we're doing in the moment for some minutes and I talk about the news. So it's interesting because it's a moment that we my college and my company can how can I say se integrar, ah, termo, se entrosar, entrosamento. It's interesting because so spontaneous, you know. Sometimes we see a news and talk about it, So uh, change folks about this thing that happening in the world. So it's really great for me. I love it when I have this conversation, because I can um, show my opinion about these things and maybe learning a new things about everything. So it's interesting for me.
But
Um,
usually, oh, sorry. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, okay, you can say. I think I
I
finished
will
my.
do a question for you. If I forget, sorry, I forget. I just forget. Um, oh my God, go ahead. I forget. If I remember, I ask something for you.
So no, yeah, I think that I told you everything that I need to do to talk with you. So is that I finished my my answer about this question.
I
So
remember. I will ask for you if usually do you have the same opinion with your family about the stuffs or no? Okay, okay.
and sometimes I know that my mom always say me that we don't how can I say, don't show discourse about politics and religion, because
Mhm.
so polemic, But I can keep I can keep this thing, Sometimes I I have a need that show my opinion about these things, So my opinion is not the same about my mom, my sister, and my father, So it's different actually. And actually, and it's the same when I was in my company, for example. I have some things that I don't agree with my college, so about everything. So, but I think it's interesting when you have educate uh, conversation. It's not about offend this person. You can only change your folks, your opinion, and educate way. I think that maybe in the nowadays the people don't remember or forget about education. About when you have a conversation, you don't need offend this person. You can only change your folks. It's intelligent. It's about intelligence, not about you be aggressive. Actually, aggressivity is not intelligent. So is that.
Okay, thank you. Great. What do you think about this, Bianca?
Well, my parents are separate, so I have two family groups, unfortunately. Uh, but in my mom's side, my aunt sent most part of the message, and always are good messages. Always are messages about just the family, not about politics, for example, or polemic things. It's just about, or well, sometimes it's polemic because we gossip about lives, about our lives, about their lives, about lives. My mom's family like to gossip. And my dad's side, it's about politics, but it's about a part of politics that I don't agree. So I try to don't don't tell my opinion in that place. And I'm almost getting out of that group, to be honest, because to me it's hard. Actually, it's really hard. I don't like it. And yeah, and about my colleagues at work, there are many discussion about politics, but discussion that really fits me, really interests me, and I try to engage. I try to show my opinion. I try to contribute with the discussion, I think. So it's a safe place, I think, most part of these groups of the job that I have. So I think, yeah, I have just one group that I don't really enjoy to be in, but I am obligated to be in, and it's that. And you, Isabel, do you have some things like that?
Yeah, and it's interesting because sometimes I thought it's just me that I have this situation, but no, actually, a lot of people have this situation. The people are in a group family and then don't agree with something or agree even that. It's very interesting. But yeah, I have a group of family. Nowadays, they don't share too much news, but for example, there are one person that sometimes share a lot of things and then stopped. I don't know. But and then this kind of situation is very strange for me because I don't agree, for example. But I'm trying to exercise my behavior to understand, okay, that it's a group. I don't know if it's correct. We put rules that don't share politics here. I don't know if this is correct because everyone can share. Everyone everyone can share o que quiser. Sorry. But I don't know if it's correct to put these rules actually. So, because of that, I'm trying to keep my mind safe and trying to have a good behavior and trying to understand another point of view. But sometimes it's very hard to have a conversation in a WhatsApp, for example. So I usually don't comment anything and just trying to understand what the person sent. But for example, another group that I'm in, for example, friend groups, we don't have this discussion. Just in the specific group of family, we have these discussions sometimes. But in WhatsApp, it's just send a news and then anyone say nothing. For example, it's almost this case.
I
Enfim,
was
Cynthia. Bianca, sorry. Go
I
on.
was wondering if I was wondering here if it was me sending my point of view about politics in that group, everything burns, you know? So it's funny this because they can share their point of view, but I can't. But okay, I have my place to share my point of view. I don't need that. But it's funny. Please,
Yeah.
Cynthia, go on.
I never tried to do that, for example, share my point of view because I don't know if I like another person share too. I really don't know. But I think maybe if I try to have this conversation front, cara a cara, maybe the situation happen in another way, but I really don't know. It's a hard situation.
Yeah, guys, I am not in any family group because we pass through this specific politics moment, you know what I am talking about. So I avoid to share anything about these conversations, and because my family always is saying something bad on each other, you know, something like this. So I have no interest in gossips or something like this. So for me, it's there is no point, you know, to be in any family group. So that's it. But some a few time ago, I received a lot of fake news, not news, you know. So, so guys, that's it. That's my point. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Topic number 6. Okay, have you ever shared fake news, whether accidentally or on purpose? This is a curious question. So, what about you, Leandro?
So it's an interesting question. I think that I ever shared a fake news, but I can remember, you know. But uh, only thing that I can remember that is not politics, you know. It's maybe about health, for example. You know, sometimes I really enjoy um, read about topics about health. You know, like drink um, 3 liters for day water, you know, so something like that. So and so later I heard that, oh, it's not actually true, you know. So and maybe, yeah, I think that I ever shared, but I can remember about this thing, the topic, you know. So but on purpose. mm, So if maybe I was kind about my friends, for example, yeah, for example, on April 1st, you know, it's a a Lion Day, so maybe yeah, maybe so, but I can remember, so I can show details about this thing. So yeah, I, I I have no idea about this question. To describe the what you was I doing in past. So is that. It's about you, Cynthia.
Um, I don't remember if I share some fake news. I I have no this habit to share anything in WhatsApp or something like this. Sometimes I share some content in Instagram with my friends, but it's aleatory stuff, and especially about humor, So about news or fake news or something like this, I don't have this habit. And how about you, Isabel?
Uh, well, about fake news, I try not to share that. As Leandro said before, just to have fun. For example, see that, but no, it's true. And then another person will discover in the future. But I never share that in purpose, or, for example, I don't know, I believe in something, and I don't believe in something, and then I share to another person just to the another person believe that, but it's not in like a laugh way, for example, a comment way. And I try not to share that, or even trying to not to believe in that, but it's very hard because we receive a lot of information, so we need to have a filter and try to search about the information and understand the things, I think, with more filter and a good point of view to try to understand the things. But purpose in this kind of situation that I said before, and I think I never shared, but I try never share that. And what about you, Yanka?
Well, I can sure that I never have shared fake news because I am really afraid of fake news. I am really afraid of what fake news can do with elections, for example. What one fake news one day before the elections can do with the whole election. So I'm really afraid of it, really afraid of. And when I share some news on WhatsApp or social media, for example, if it's wrong this news, my partners or my boss or some colleague tell me that isn't true or isn't the whole truth about that fact, for example. But fake news, I don't know. And I don't know if we have the notion what is really fake news. Because during the elections, for example, I was in some WhatsApp groups, doubts WhatsApp groups, because I wanted to see what these people were talking about. And the news were so fake, but so fake that you can't believe in that. It's I can't describe, but it's insane. It's out of the reality, totally out of the reality. You have to be part of a bubble to believe in that. If you is almost part of that bubble, of if you aren't part of that bubble, you won't believe in that because it's so impossible or so insane that it's incredible. It's so incredible. And I think this so incredible that I turned addicted to this kind of group during the elections. I followed everything, every channel on YouTube. I enter in Telegram groups. I do everything, girls. I do everything because I want to understand what was happening, you know? So it was terrible, but and that, thank God. So it's that.
Okay. So, okay, let's go to the next topic. Number 7. Share with us some good news. Can be anything. Share with us some good news. Can be anything. Isabel, please.
I don't know if you understand. The question asks us to share some good news, or is that? Or okay,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. I understand. Thank you. Let me see one. Um, it's difficult. Oh my god. I just know about my life actually. Good news, but about I don't know the word. We receive a lot of bad news, so it's very difficult. Um. Uh, okay, guys, sorry, but I will tell a good news about my life because about the word I really don't know. But in the next week, I will. How can I don't know how can I say that in English, but I will have my colação de grau. So it's a good news about my life. Is that a good news? And Leandro, what do you say about that? You have a good news too.
So, as you, Isabel, told before, yeah, it's so difficult to see good news in and YouTube, for example, or social media. It's only about bad news because it's more selly, you know. So isso vende mais, so difficult. But I can share about my life, you know. So in this morning, I have a coach that turned 18 years, and this college is asking me about uh, educação financeira, financial education. So this guy tell me that, oh, my mom never talk about it to me, and my father neither. So and actually I have studied this thing a long time, and I share something like. Put save money in fundos de investimento, you know, because this guy create a new bank account for a few times, you know. So and then this platform there, you know, a place that you can put your money to ter algum rendimento mensal, anual. And I teach you about many things. And these guys thank me a lot. Oh, thanks. My actually, anybody, everybody told me about it. You know, so this guy is really surprised about these things. You know, so for me, I am so how can I say? I proud myself because I teach a little thing. You know, so simple things for me, but for this guy is so great. You know, so amazing. So I actually it's a good news, you know, because I teach a little thing. This is a simple things, but this for this guy is so amazing to talk about, learn about, you know, because you know, actually, in my opinion, financial education it would be in basic school because in Brazil, the Brazilian people don't have any education about it, you know. So this is why I have heard that o Brasil é o país mais com pessoas mais endividadas do mundo, porque elas não têm educação financeira nenhuma. Então, this time I really proud myself, you know, because I teach a little thing that make a good thing to this the life of this guy, you know. So is that. And about you, Sitcha?
I will share something about my life. As I said to you, I am studying a lot of this stuff is about tarot cards. So I live and breath about this nowadays. So I will share that I am receiving a lot of good feedbacks. So I am so proud of this. And about my daughter, she is entering in a chess club, you know, and I am so proud of this because I think I don't know, I have this point of view about people who knows play chess. I don't know. I admire this. So she doing this playing chess is I don't know. Is interesting for me, and I am so proud of this. You know, I love play chess too. I learn it with my dad. So I play chess. Even I am a kid. I was a kid. You know. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go play chess sometime. Okay, I accept the invite, you know. And how about you, Yanka?
Yes, I don't know play chess. I would like to, but yeah. Good news. I have two maybe about music. Beyonce is the first woman to be the top in the country parade in the United States. In the, how can I say? Yeah, country, I think, the music style. No one woman wasn't the first one in this parade, and Ludmilla is going to release the Numanice 3, and I really enjoy Ludmilla, so it's that.
Okay, that's really nice. I think. I think it's totally great, you know. Okay, it's only a opinion. Okay, guys, I we have some a few minutes, you know. But let's go to the next topic about number 8. What's the difference between fake news and miscommunication? What do you think about this, Leandro?
So miscommunication. So actually, I don't know what this means. Miscommunication. I don't know if you can explain me. It's the
Mm,
first time that I hear this word.
let me see. Just one moment. For me, is the first time
Okay.
too.
É
Yanka?
falta ou falha de comunicação.
Ah,
I
okay.
understand that too. Maybe
Okay.
fake news are more like you know that is not correct news, and then miscommunication is like the message not passed in a good way to another person. I don't know, but I understand that too.
So 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 I think that the difference maybe it's about intentions, you know. So fake news is more about bad intentions, you know, to make bad things in a place, you know. So chaos, you know, maybe. And miscommunication, I think that it could be happening during the day, you know.
You are muted. I
Me
don't know why.
conhece?
Okay, okay.
You, you can
Now,
hear
now
me?
I'm listening
Yes,
to it.
yes. Now it's okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So about this question, I think this is about intention, you know, because I think that fake news about bad agitations to make chaotic things in place in a group of the people group, you know. So and miscommunication, I think that it can happen in your company, in your life. So, but I think that you when you can how can I say release this thing, you release this miscommunication, you can repair it. So maybe you can você pode pedir desculpas and make the right way, you know, this communication. But I think this the main difference between fake news and miscommunication is about intention. This is my opinion about this question. And about you, Yanka.
Yeah, I agree with you. Fake news, it seems more someone twisted on purpose the reality and spread it in large scale to make damage to someone. And miscommunication, it's a reality that you could pass in a better way that you pass it, you know. You can make this, yeah, you can say another way, maybe say dizer melhor, better saying, I think. What do you think, Isabel?
Yes, I agree with you guys. Fake news is more like the person knows that is a wrong news, for example, but then, or maybe actually the person that creates that, but the person that received that sometimes don't know that is a fake news and miscommunications. More, I agree with you too, Yank, about a message that didn't pass in the correct way, and then another person listened different that the person that sent the message tried to explain. So I agree with you and understand that too.
Okay, guys, I need to finish this conversation, okay? I will finish our